All right, so this is games 5 through 8 of week 2 of the 2024 pre-play. Next up is Bucks at Lions. Both teams come in 0-1. Detroit gets the ball first. Detroit has the edge in this with a B, and the Bucks are at C. So out of the gate, the Lions are going to get a punt. Tampa Bay is going to score a touchdown, and that's a pass TD. So Baker Mayfield strikes quick in Detroit. Detroit's second drive on the B chart is 4. It's going to be a touchdown with a missed PAT. It's going to be a pass TD, failed. Point after try, PAT. Tampa Bay takes the ball. 2 on C is going to be a punt. And Detroit, again, looking good. It's going to score a touchdown. This one, a run touchdown. And there we have it, folks. It's going to be Bucks 7, Lions 13, thanks to a failed PAT. So that 1 point is going to be an interesting factor for the remainder of the game. Tampa Bay, going into the second, is going to get a missed field goal. Detroit is going to punt. Tampa Bay is going to turn it over. This is huge, and it's going to be an interception. Detroit now on the A chart is going to score for a touchdown. That would have been another missed PAT. It's going to be a pass TD for Goff. This time, no missed PAT. Tampa Bay is going to get 4. That's a field goal to wrap up the first half. So another 7 for the Lions, 3 for the Bucks. It's 20-10 at halftime. Lions are doing what they've been doing very well last few years. Their offense peaked 2 years ago. Their offense was really good. It's taken the defense time to catch up. Tampa Bay starts it off with a 6. That's going to be a field goal for Tampa to open up the third quarter scoring. Turnover for Detroit. It's a fumble lost. Tampa Bay, using the B chart, is going to score another field goal. Detroit will exchange those, and Detroit's going to land a touchdown. This one, a passing TD. Goff on fire today. And Tampa Bay will finish with a punt going into the fourth quarter. So 2 field goals for Tampa, not enough. Another passing touchdown for Goff. It is 27-16 going into the fourth. Detroit's going to score a touchdown. This one, another passing TD. Goff is lighting them up. Tampa punts. Detroit with a punt. Tampa Bay with a turnover. And it is a fumble loss. Detroit's going to kill clock. They have no reason to run it up here. Bucks are going to get nothing. Detroit's going to score 7. And again, that is 16-34. Beautiful game. Lions now go to 1-1. Bucks fall to 0-2 in the early in the 2024 campaign. Statistically, 0-2 since the expansion. Since the expansion to 17 weeks, 0-2, you have a 9.5% chance at 0-2 to make it to the playoffs. So we'll see if that holds true. The Bucks in a very bad situation here. The Lions have about a 45% chance of making the playoffs at 1-1 since the extension to 17 weeks. So the Lions have to keep playing hard, but they whoop Tampa 34-16. That's a very believable score. I expect Tampa to score more points in real life, but we'll see. All right, we got the Colts 0-1 at the Packers 0-1. Lives are on the line here. The Packers still rated at an A because I have not modified charts for the injury to Love. It is what it is. One great thing about my game is you could literally roll teams' ratings as you play the season. You could roll up every week and find out how well teams are ready for the week. But you could make adjustments. For instance, knowing that Jordan Love's out, since this is a project, I could adjust them down to a B offense, right? Just knock them down a grade because they lost their starting quarterback. But again, this is done as if I already know the results from the season. All right, so Green Bay gets to start. Green Bay is going to turn this over on the D chart, turnover. And it is a fumble lost. Not Green Bay. Yes, the Packers turned it over. Pardon me. No, it was a punt. Punt. I'm looking at the wrong chart. So Packers punt. Indy then turns it over. And it's an INT, which means the Packers just get to roll. They're going to score 7. It's a touchdown for the Pack. It's a running touchdown. 6. Oh, wow. 3 points for Indy. And Green Bay's going to wrap it up with a missed field goal to wrap up the first quarter. So it's going to be Green Bay 7, Colts 3. All right, Indianapolis 2 is going to be a turnover on downs. They drive down, try to convert, don't get it. Green Bay is going to miss a field goal again. Uh-oh. Indianapolis is going to turn it over, and the turnover is a interception. Green Bay now can't get any better on the charts. They're going to score a touchdown anyway, and that's going to be a run TV. So Josh Jacobs punches it in for Green Bay, and the Colts are going to have to punt the ball. Wow, so Green Bay scores 7, and Indy shut out. It's 14-3 at halftime. Packers with a backup quarterback relying on their running game with 2 running touchdowns. That's so cool. They would have to run Jacobs and, oh my God, Dillon? Yeah. So that's very cool. They're not going to be able to do it with a Malik, right? Well, they might. I mean, he might shock the world, but I don't think so. So the running narrative here makes sense considering Jordan Love's out, which is pretty cool. All right, Indy starts the third. It's going to be a turnover. That's not good. The turnover is a fumble loss. Green Bay can't get any better on the charts, but they are going to score 7, and it is a run touchdown. Wow, Josh Jacobs and company. So those 2 big backs have scored 3 rushing touchdowns for Green Bay today. Indianapolis going to turn it over, and it's going to be a interception. Green Bay cannot get any better. They're going to punt, and Indy, to wrap up the third, is going to punt. Wow, another run touchdown for the Packs, 21-3. They're doing it on the ground. Green Bay, here we go. It's going to be a punt. Indianapolis, with their final chances that something's going to punt. Green Bay's going to score a touchdown. This touchdown is wow. This is another run TD. It's 28 points on the ground today for the Green Bay Packers. Indy's going to score a touchdown, and it's a run TD of their own with Taylor. And Green Bay's going to kill clock. They have no reason to execute the final drive. So Green Bay's going to get another 7 and a run TD for the Colts. It's going to be 10-28. The Packers go to 1-1. They now have a 45% chance of making the playoffs. The Colts go to 0-2. They have a 9.5% chance of making the playoffs. Not pretty. Richardson does not throw a touchdown pass in this game, but I can imagine that TD run might have come from Richardson, right, on a run. But the Packers survive not having their quarterback, and the irony is I roll 4 rushing touchdowns. That is so cool. And the Packers are going to get the win. So finally, the home team gets a second win on the season, 28-10. All right, Browns-Jags. All right, this is Game 7. Lions won at home. Oh, no, Lions were the second home team to win. Now, so remember, it was 3... home team had lost 3 of the first 4. Now we've had back-to-back home team wins. So already we're about evening it out. So Jags here do not have an advantage against the Browns. They're both Ds. Browns come in here 1-0, having beaten Dallas in the first week. Jags are 0-1. And both are in the D column for this. So Jacksonville starts off at home with a touchdown. And it's going to be a pass TD. So Trevor Lawrence throws a touchdown to open up. 5 touchdown for, oh my God, and a pass TD for Watson. 7-7 touchdown for Jags. Oh, check that out. It's balanced on its edge. Can you see that? That's a trip. It's going to be a pass, it's going to be a run touchdown for Jacksonville. Cleveland's going to get a field goal. Jacksonville's going to turn it over to wrap up the first quarter. The turnover is a interception. So Jacksonville scores 14 at home, and Cleveland scores 10, so it's 14-10, but Cleveland does get to use the C column for this. 6, they're going to get a field goal to start the second quarter. Jacksonville's going to get a field goal. It's going to be a touchdown for, wow, another run touchdown for Cleveland. Jacksonville's going to turn over on downs, and first, it's going to be a turnover. It's going to be a fumble loss for Cleveland. We do see Cleveland score 7-10 points in the second. Jacksonville musters 3 points. It's 17-20 Browns. The Browns have edged back in the second quarter, folks. It's 20-17. Cleveland starts the third quarter with a punt. Jacksonville gets a touchdown. Unbelievable. Oh my God, a run touchdown. Cleveland gets a touchdown. I think this die, and it's a pass TD for Watson. Jacksonville gets a field goal, and Cleveland is going to turn it over. The turnover is a interception. And again, we get 10 for Jacksonville. What a game, back and forth. 27 to 27? 17? Yep, 27 to 27 going into the fourth quarter. Jacksonville has a bonus, though, thanks to the interception to end the quarter. They're at the C. They need a 5 to keep it up. They're going to get a field goal, though, taking the lead. It's 30 to 27. Cleveland's going to turn over, and it's going to be a fumble loss. Jacksonville now using C is going to get another field goal. Cleveland is going to punt, and that's it. Jags can kill clock. And Jags get 6. Oops, wrong guy. Marked the wrong team. 6. And Cleveland scores nothing in the fourth. 27 to 33. Jags go to 1-1. Cleveland goes to 1-1. Both teams have a 45% chance of making the playoffs now. What a game, man. 14-10, then 10-3, 10-7, 6-zip. Jags find a way at home to get those final field goals in the fourth quarter off of a fumble lost, and then the Jags just sit on the ball. Brilliant. All right, this is it. Last game of this particular video. This is the game number 8 of week 2. 49ers. This is the game of the week, in my opinion. The 49ers at 1-0 versus the Vikings at 1-0. The Vikings did almost what they did in real life. They won handedly on New York, 36-7. Of course, in real life, it was 28 to something. The 49ers win almost like real life in this as well, 34-22. In real life, it was 34-19, I think, or 39-19. I can't remember. But either way, both these teams really matched close to what they did in real life. 49ers coming here with a B. They're just one of the best teams in the game. The Vikings at home are going to be at a D. So it's a huge advantage right now for the 49ers. Let's go ahead and circle this hometown team. Jags won. So now it's literally 4-4. Or no, it's 4-3. Home team have won 4. Visiting team have won 3. And that final was, oh man, what was the final? 33-27. Exciting. And by the way, those were D teams. So that's 2 D teams playing perfect football. Well, playing a crazy football, because normally you're not going to see D score in the 30s, right? But I happen to roll a lot of 5s in that game, which is just nuts. It's just completely nuts to roll that many 5s. All right, here we go. Starting off, Minnesota with a D. They need 5s as well, but they're going to punt. I doubt I'll roll the 5s in this one. San Francisco is going to get a field goal. No, they're going to score 7. And it's a run touchdown. So, I can't remember the name of that new back. Jordan Mason or something scores a touchdown. Minnesota Vikings going to score a touchdown, 5. And it's going to be a run TD. So Minnesota punches it in with, what's his name? The kid that was with the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Jones scores for Minnesota. San Fran, 5. It's a field goal. In Minnesota, 2. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Minnesota drives down and goes for it. San Fran's up after 1, 10-7. San Fran starts the second quarter with 4. 4 is a touchdown with a missed PAT. It's going to be a run TD and a failed PAT. Minnesota's going to go 4, punt. San Fran, 4 is going to be another touchdown with a missed PAT. It's going to be a pass TD this time. And they must have gone for 2 maybe, trying to make up, and they end up failing their conversion. Minnesota, 3. It's going to be a punt. And San Fran doing what you'd expect them to do, 6. They're going to score another 7. This one, a run TD. So again, they're running all over. My God, San Fran scores 20 points in the second. Minnesota shut out. Holy cow, folks, it's 30-7 at halftime. 30-7 at halftime. San Fran gets the ball to start the second. 3. They're going to punt. Minnesota 6. They're going to finally score a field goal. San Fran's going to punt. Minnesota's going to score a field goal. And San Fran's going to score a touchdown. It's a pass TD. And that's going to make it 7-6 in the third. Vikings do get 6. San Fran makes it 37-13. Minnesota start the fourth. It's going to be a punt. San Fran's going to turn it over. And it's going to be an interception. Minnesota gets to move up to the C chart. They want a 5, and it's going to be, nope, they're going to have to punt. San Fran's going to turn it over. Another interception. So fourth quarter, Minnesota picks off. Why is Purdy throwing? I don't know. They think they can do whatever they want, and Minnesota now is going to get the C chart. They need a 5 to make it look interesting. Nope, they're going to be forced to punt the ball, and then the time will be devoured by Minnesota to wrap it up. No scoring at all in the fourth after an explosive first half. 37 for the 49ers, 13 for the Vikings. 49ers go to 2-0. Vikings go to 1-1. And again, I would not disagree with those results. I do expect the Vikings to be taught a valuable lesson by the 49ers this week. Darnold may know the 49ers fairly well as the backup quarterback for the 49ers last year, but Kyle Shanahan and company will know Darnold really well, and that never bodes well for quarterbacks, right? Ask Rich Gannon how well it worked for him when his opposing head coach met him in the Super Bowl, the Tampa Bay 2002 Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, shredded the Raiders. Gruden gave all the little secrets about the Raiders, and they knew Gannon's little pump fake trick, and it cost them dearly in that game. 49ers win on the road. Oh, whoops. That's a loss. So, home team loss. So here I thought we were going to see it. They're equal now. And that was 13 points to 37. 49ers win. Home team loses. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4-4 for the home team thus far. That means I have 8 games left to finish week 2. It is Saturday morning, bright and early, and I will get these done probably this afternoon. Periodically throughout the day, between chores and other things, I'll come in here and knock out a game, wrap this up. So it'll all be done before Sunday morning. Thanks for watching. Good day.